If you want to understand the 4-3-3 formation better and emulate training drills by top coaches such as Guardiola, Sarri, and Klopp, you need to read more books like these. In this video, we will be reviewing a book by Massimo Lucchesi titled Coaching 4-3-3 Tactics, 154 Tactical Solutions and Practices. Coaching specific formations is one of the hardest disciplines to drill into your players as a coach. The 4-3-3 formation is a unique one and requires a bit of fluidity within the midfield three and the attacking three as well. The key is to develop patterns of play with the players to ensure that the coach's tactics are translated into the different phases of play. I'll be giving you some examples with diagrams from the book later in this video. There are a few books out there that can help you with understanding the training sessions required to implement the 4-3-3 formation, and in this video, we will be reviewing one of the best. Let's talk a bit about the author first. Massimo Lucchesi, who is a tactical expert with many top-selling books, most recently won the prestigious Italian Football Association Award for Best Coaching Book in 2018. He has conducted hundreds of football coaching seminars and tactical workshops around the world, and has observed training sessions of some of the best coaches in football, such as Ancelotti, Luis Enrique, Antonio Conte, and Pep Guardiola. He has also published a lot of books on the use of different formations like the 3-4-1-2 and the 4-2-3-1. He's also very known for his book dedicated to pressing and collective defensive tactics. I've posted all the links to his books, including this one, in the video description below. Make sure you check them out. So what is this book about? Not to be confused with his older publication, he has also published Coaching the 4-3-3 paperback in 2005. We will not be reviewing that book, but the newer edition published in 2019. This book goes into great detail to show the movement of all of the players within the 4-3-3 formation in all phases, tactical situations, and against different formations. Tactical solutions are also provided for in-game situations in relation to how to counteract the opponent's positioning, organization, and decision-making. As a coach, you can train these patterns of play repeatedly so that your players' reading of the game becomes automatic, and the team is quickly able to recognize and find the best solution to solve every conceivable tactical situation with the 4-3-3. So let's look at what the book includes. It gives details on the positioning of players during goal kicks to effectively build up play from the back in a 4-3-3, starting with the goalkeeper. Options are provided for different plays that can be built up from the back to react to your opponent having a high press versus a low press. The way your opponent is set up often determines how you build up your play. So this book highlights how your build-up play should be different when your opponent is playing a conventional 4-2-2 versus a much wider tactical setup like the 3-4-2-1 with wingbacks. The creating phase, finishing phase, and defensive phase have been broken down into chapters and explained with diagrams. I'll be giving you some examples with diagrams from the book shortly. Depending on how you choose to play the 4-3-3 and how your opponent is set up, you will need to organize training sessions to get your players familiarized with the positioning and movement. Hence, the author has shown how these sessions need to be organized. And finally, concrete practice examples have been provided in the form of 25 practices, which will help you get your players ready to play the 4-3-3 on a regular basis. Now let's look at some examples from the book. Here is one of the illustrations on tactical positioning in the 4-3-3 when playing against a 4-4-2 formation. The image clearly shows the creation of a 2v1 for your striker and a 3v2 in midfield. Like I mentioned earlier, this book has many specific plays, and what you're seeing here is a building up from the defense using the right flank. In this case, your right back would be using the central midfielder and then following on with a run into attack to build up the play. Another variation to that could be your central midfielder making an overlapping run down the flank. which happens often in a 4-3-3. A more rare variation to this is the number 7 dropping in to allow the number 8 to make a run down the flank. And a final example I'll give you is a more common long ball tactic shown here. The number 9 making a run out wide into space, and the number 7 making a run inward to exploit the space and build up. These become much harder to track defensively. So why should you read this book? This book provides a good base of understanding how the 4-3-3 translates into offensive play, defensive play, and transitional play. With plenty of illustrations to visualize each topic, this book is a comprehensive resource for coaching the 4-3-3 formation at all levels. The level of detail and tactical solutions included will help you emulate how top coaches use the 4-3-3 to great success. Let me know in the comments below once you've read the book and what your thoughts are on it. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share with someone you think could benefit from reading the book. Also, let me know which other books you'd like to get an in-depth review on.